Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Gaming Quitte, the slowest Quitte of them all. Today we're going to take a quick look at the new mana spirals, 3 of them, from the Light Adventurers, for the Light Adventurers. And I'm already late, so I'm gonna try to keep it short. Just gonna take a quick look at everything, and yeah, well, that's basically it. Let's just take a look at it. The first unit we're gonna take a look at is Estelle. She's a 3-star staff, and well, she doesn't look too hot. So her first skill, Healing Faith, didn't get any increase in recovery potency. Her skill just changed a little bit. She now increases the max HP of the unit that's most in need on the team right now by 15% for the remainder of the quest. And once the HP buffs reach the limit, an HP recovery effect is granted. That means that after you've buffed someone and you use this skill again to heal them, they don't get a buff, but they get a regen effect, so they continue healing for quite some time. Her second skill, Guardian's Grace, is still a shareable skill, and well, this skill restores HP to all allies and got a small increase of recovery potency by just, 8%, so it's not too much, and applies regen for 15 seconds, healing with 35% regen potency now instead of 29. So also not too good. There's other skills that do better than that. I don't really know. There's no changes to the co-chain abilities or co-abilities, so let's just ignore that stuff. Her Force Strike ability used to be, like, it increased her Force Strike damage by 30%, and now it's called the Loving Hand, and it increases Force Strike damage by 40% and skill gauge fill rate by 8%. It also immediately readies the Guardian's Grace skill for use when the user's HP drops to 30%. After activating, this effect will not activate again for 60 seconds. So basically that means if Estelle's HP drop below 30%, she can immediately heal herself up again if she's the person with the lowest HP on the team. If she's not the unit with the lowest HP, you're going to heal someone else. So yeah, go figure. That's an interesting skill. An ability. I still don't understand why she has a Force Strike increase as a healer, so yeah, not really sure about that one. And her last two abilities, Curse Rest, changed into Potent Curse Rest, which means that when she gets hit by an attack that would have cursed her, she gets a strength increase by 15%, and interestingly, her Sleep Rest ability is completely gone and is now also a 50% Curse Rest, so effectively you get a 100% Curse Rest effect on Estelle now. So is she worth the spiral? I don't really think she is. She's a cute unit, and if you really like her, I guess you could do it, but don't really expect public rooms in, like, example, Tartarus to accept her. I'm not even sure if she would be good in Zodiark. I've seen a Twitter user send me a link of a video they did with Estelle in Tartarus, and it took quite some time to clear, especially now that you can, in theory, use just 4 DPS and bring a healing skill or a healing dragon like Cupid. So Estelle is not really a good unit still, at least what I saw. So I think it's a huge thing of, if you like this character a lot and you have spare resources, I will not stop you, but do not expect to break the meta with her. Next up is our Sylvan boy Luca. His skill 1, Radiant Bonds, is still a shareable skill. It now deals one shot of 1121 light damage. That's an increase of almost 400%. And it still inflicts paralysis for 13 seconds and now dealing 97% damage every 3.9 seconds with a 100% base chance. So a really hard-hitting skill now, especially since you can basically spam it since he's a bow user. And I've actually used his old skill 1 on Summer Cleo, so I can inflict paralyze more. And maybe I'm actually gonna spiral him until I can just upgrade this skill, so I can use it on Gala Cleo. Did I say Gala Cleo? I meant Summer Cleo. His skill 2, Bolt of Light, has also changed quite a bit. This one actually saw an increase of 400% to 1173% light damage, and now if the foe is paralyzed, it deals even more damage. It deals 1524% damage. That is insane. It's a really good skill now, especially if your foe is paralyzed, and to be honest, in light content right now, the foe usually is paralyzed. His abilities have changed a little bit too. His full HP equals strength ability is now full HP equals strength and paralyzing edge, which means that he gets a small buff in strength to 15% when his HP is full, and also the chances of inflicting paralysis are higher by 60% when his HP is full. So that's crazy. Like, he is an amazing paralyzed bot now. Luca also becomes a dual res unit if you spiral him, because not only does he have a potent curse res by 100%, he also has a 100% poison res. It's not potent poison res, but I think it's still a good thing that he has a double resistance now. So I think he's a good unit to spiral. He's not amazing, but since he's a 4-star bow, I think he's a bit cheaper to spiral than other units. He is also not going to break any metas, but he is a good unit now, better than before obviously, and he's a valid option in public rooms. I don't think anyone will turn you away when you have a Luca build with a mana spiral. And also, once again, if you enjoy Luca, and why should you not, he's awesome, sure, go ahead. I think I'd actually, like I said, I'm gonna probably spiral him until I can at least increase to the skill 1 for other units, and maybe I'm actually gonna spiral him completely. I don't know yet. We'll see. Now let's talk about the probably most interesting part of these spiral changes or spiral additions, Lucretia. Her skill 1, Empowering Triplet, is now deals 3 hits of 622% light damage and increases the entire team's energy levels by 2 stages. It used to be only 1 stage, and when the user is energized, the area of effect of this skill is increased to 6 and increases the entire team's critical rate by 10%. What this means with the area of effect thingy, it just has a higher hitbox, so I guess in wave content you can hit more units, and I guess when you fight a boss it gets easier to hit the boss with it. And apparently this skill is extremely powerful now, thanks to her innate ability of having Broken Punisher, but let's talk about that in a second. Her second skill, Crescendo Chorus, now increases the user's strength by 15% for 15 seconds instead of just 10% for 10 seconds, and also increases their energy level by 3 stages, which basically means that if you use a skill 1 and then use skill 2, you are completely energized. And talking about being energized, her energized equals strength ability now gives her a 25% strength increase instead of 20%. Her curse res has changed to potent curse res, and Broken Punisher has changed to her Broken Punisher ability has changed from 30% to 35%. So Lucretia apparently really good. I've seen clears of 4 Lucretia and they deal a lot of damage. I've seen Lucretias that deal almost, I think, 1 million damage on break, which is amazing. I mean, she has a 35% break Broken Punisher effect. If you pair that together with Candy Careers, I think, it becomes a... oh god, what's it? 25%? So 60%? If I'm not entirely wrong, I think it should add on each other. If not, please correct me in the comments. I don't want to say anything wrong. So she's a really good spiral. She's also not... She's not gonna break any metas or anything, but... well, I guess I've seen some interesting stuff with her. But she's a really good spiral. If you enjoy her character, I think you're totally free to spiral her, and if you have the materials. And I actually kind of want to spiral her. The bad thing is I do not have any golden TP right now, so probably will not do that. I guess the bad thing about her is most people do not have her like unlocked to 50 MC, so it's really expensive until she's good. Like if you have a Peony or a Radiant Shangsa, oh god, I always mess up her name. They might be better options, like budget options to say, because it's not as expensive to build them until they're good. Like they're already good if you have them at 50 MC. For Lucretia, you need 3 more golden TPs, and it's expensive, but I guess it's worth it because she is really strong. But I would actually maybe even wait a little bit longer. Who knows what anniversary will bring? But actually getting her to 50 MC already is a really good idea, because with Thor, she's now a staple on every backline in the light element, so might as well give her 70 MC then once you've brought her to 50, right? So that's basically it. I tried to keep it short. I could not do it for the life of me. I hope this was a little bit informative for you guys. I know it's late and I couldn't go into detail too much. And I think these are interesting spirals. It's kind of sad that Estelle isn't as good as like I personally hoped she would be. Of course she's not going to be as good as Hildegard's spiral. I guess that makes sense. Luca is a good spiral in my opinion. He becomes really good. He's a double resistance unit now, so he can just go into every portal he wants when he is in Thorderus. And I think Lucretia is an amazing unit once you've invested in her. So that's it. Oops, I was burping. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just gonna keep this in, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed this video, or if you have any criticism or any ideas on how to make this whole thing better, please post it in the comments below, and also tell me what you think about these spirals. Did you spiral any of these units, and why, and are you happy with it? And I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!